Anyway, stay safe. Stop killing each other. Keep your arse at home. They're the three valid points. Alright, safe. Now, before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Another day and another life has been thrown away because some ill-advised individuals cannot control themselves over so-called beef. It's got to a point where knife crime is escalating at a rapid pace. I literally cannot keep up with how many teenagers have been murdered foolishly. It's literally plaguing the entire country. The accomplishment of stabbing another person is benign at this point. In other words, quote-unquote gang members are walking around with zombie knives and all too willing to use it, as if it's almost a sport. At this point, human compassion is out of the window. And now another family have been torn apart due to this senseless violence. So 18-year-old Junior Jah was killed in Canning Town shortly before 2:45 p.m. on Monday, April 26th, in broad daylight, right next to a parade of shops, and the most unnerving thing is, he was stabbed to death a stone's throw away from where his older brother died 4 years prior. Again, 18-year-old Junior Jah, who went by the name Y.Grinna, and his older brother Ahmed Jah, aka Grinna, were both murdered via stabbing in the same vicinity 4 years apart. It's honestly so sad to see how many unfortunate events could fall upon a single family. I mean, how much pain is a parent supposed to endure and still continue? All the while, the deaths are used as references on drill tracks to promote some effed up agenda that does nothing to put cash in anyone's pockets. It's bad enough to lose one child to knife violence, but to lose 2 children, the statistics has to be astronomical. Can you even fathom the hurt? Like, could you quantify it? Your oldest child, Ahmed Jah, was set up by a gang and stabbed to death in 2017 while taking a short walk to the local shops just to buy a drink, and his life ended abruptly. He was only 21 years old. And to make matters worse, you have the compassionate people laugh about his death and mock his nickname and make statements like, "I bet he's not grinning anymore." And now the second son has been murdered, again stabbed in broad daylight for the entire borough to see, in Coolfin Lane, Canning Town. Junior Jah, also known to his friends as Y.Grinna, is the 13th teenager to be stabbed to death in the capital this year alone, and we're nearly 5 months in. Now, this is not nice to speculate, but you have to question for what reason did Junior Jah, aka Y.Grinna, want to get involved in the street life, knowing the potential pitfalls the road life brings. When he found out his brother was stabbed to death in cold blood, it was reported that Junior kept phoning his brother's phone, praying that he would pick up. Now, that kind of loss messes with your psyche. Unless you can rationalise your loss and come to terms with it, then the chances are you will just implode and view the world as a hateful and scornful place that pisses you off every time you step out. And I'm in no way implying that Y.Grinna was an active gang member. It's not for me to judge. After all, he was a victim. But sometimes being affiliated to an area or a gang puts you in the firing line. All you have to do is type in Y.Grinna into Google and you will see a wide range of diss tracks, RIPs, conspiracy theories and backstories of beef between the 16th and the 15th. Now, I don't have to mention the beef in East London pertaining to prominent drill rappers because at this point it's irrelevant. I mean, an 18-year-old was stabbed to death. However, the speculated reasons of Y.Grinna's death is far-ranging, believe me. For example, some people have made a suggestion that the murder could possibly be a retaliation for the violation of a certain drill artist from the 15th, whose name starts with R. Again, I'm sure you've seen the footage, but if you haven't, I'm not posting it anyway, because I'm not into instigation that could add to another person having their life taken. All I can say is condolences to Grinna and Y.Grinna, and I hope their mum and dad remain strong. Safe.